meteorologist Ron Rose.
Oh, it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We've got a winter. Now, over the weekend, we hit 65 for a high on Saturday, 71 on Sunday. I mean, this is the fall weather we were waiting for, at least a lot of us were waiting for all October long. I didn't mind the 80s. I didn't mind it too much anyway. When it got like into the upper 80s a few times, that's when I thought, like, all right, maybe it's a little bit too warm for this time of the year. But now we've got the cool fall weather that we normally get this time of the year. We also got a little frost over the weekend, but that's not all that early. I mean, we normally get it right around the 20th or 21st of the month of October. That's our first frost. We had at least a smattering of frost in parts of the tri-state over the weekend. So now I've got a picture to show you here in a second. Here's a picture to show you, a clear blue sky, and that is over the east side of Evansville. Love that shot. Not much of a breeze out there. I'm not expecting much of a wind, although we have had a kick to it. Well, look at that neon green car. Well, they get your attention. You see it? We're Deaconess Gateway. Anyway, that's our Diamond Valley Federal Credit Union camera, of course, at the Gateway Complex. And right now we're looking at downtown Owensboro. Lovely view of Smothers Park and, of course, the Blue Bridge stretching across the Ohio River. And look at that. I mean, just a deep blue sky. October is probably my favorite month of the year. I mean, you get the weather just... Usually it's one of the drier months, and the weather is just less humid and still warm in the afternoon, and we've got that this afternoon too. This is an eat lunch outside kind of a day, and dinner too maybe, although it's going to be getting a little chilly if you eat dinner a little later than most people. Anyway, there's the traffic northbound and southbound on the Twin Bridges as seen from Ellis Park and downtown Evansville in all its glory from our Superior Ag camera on top of Fifth Third Bank. 66 degrees, there's that dew point, nice and low at 42. West-southwest wind at the top of the hour, 7 miles an hour, but I mean, that's pretty much where it's going to be throughout the day. It's not going to be too much, but it'll be in that 5 to 10 range, mainly from the southwest. How low can we go temperature-wise? I see a 63 up in Lagodi, 64 in Jasper, 65 in Vincennes, 66 in Carmi, 67 in Princeton, 68 in Morganfield, 69 in Dixon. There's a 70 in Madisonville. That's our first 70 on the board. It will not be our last 70. In fact, I expect all of us to make our way into the low and mid 70s for a high, and I'm calling it 74 here in Evansville. Well, there it is. Speaking of all its glory, if you like to see that, there's the frost on the rooftop there in Madisonville this morning. DRUCILLA Hunter is the one that sent that picture in. She says she's seen frost in Madisonville over the past couple of mornings. So on the rooftops, you see a little smattering too on the ground below. And you'll get that sometimes, even though the temperature, the air temperature is above freezing. Believe me, it's not on the top of that roof. That's where the frost forms. But the air temperature is kept at 6 feet. Sometimes colder air pools, sometimes it's up aloft, especially on surfaces like this. And you can get that frost out there, and we certainly saw that over several locations, really, over the past couple of mornings. We dropped down to 40 degrees on Sunday morning. That's as chilly as we've been in a while, no doubt about that. Live fresh warning off the radar, just a few false returns around the radar site. I mean, we're hardly seeing any cloud cover, let alone any rain across the region, not just across the tri-state. Indianapolis looking good, St. Louis, Nashville, Memphis, Lexington, Cincinnati. The closest any rain is upstate New York, well, Pennsylvania. They're catching a few showers there too and some clouds, but I mean, it's a long way off. Now look at the big picture. This is the entire country here, and there is, well, excluding Alaska and Hawaii, I know, but there is next to nothing going on. I mean, no severe weather is expected anywhere in the country over the next couple of days. And you see the midsection of the country, hardly any clouds out there. A few clouds along the Front Range, a little rain and snow in California and Nevada. But that's about it. I mean, other than the rain, it's up to the northeast. Future tracker, really, it's not much of anything to track. I mean, we've got a blank map over the course of the day today, straight sunshine. And of course, I know the days are getting shorter, and we've lost since Thursday of last week, we have lost 10 minutes of daylight on both the sunrise and the sunset. So we're losing it. But if you're going to lose it, I mean, have a day like today because it makes it not all that tough to take. I mean, you've got straight sunshine from start to finish. And then later on tomorrow, around midday, we should see a few clouds start to move in. A little earlier than midday, west of the Wabash, of some broken clouds. But yeah, they're just going to cut on through, not bringing any rain. But we will definitely see more clouds in play tomorrow. So we're going to call it a mix of clouds and sun on Tuesday, staying dry. And once again, we'll be in the mid-70s for a high. I'm calling it 75 degrees. And I tell you what, it's going to be beautiful viewing tonight and tomorrow night of the near full Hunter's moon. It looked beautiful this morning as I was driving in. It was about to set. It'll be rising in the east after the sun goes down. The sun is going down pretty early these days, as you know. 74 degrees, what I'm calling it for a high. Plenty of sunshine, a pleasant southwest wind at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. When I was here last Thursday, I called for a high of 84 back when it was nice and warm. Got up to 84. That is a 3-degree guarantee winner. Who is today's Ackerman Chiropractic umbrella winner? It is Brian Gibbs. Brian, you have won the umbrella. Just come on by the station and pick that up. as we take a look at the 7-day forecast. 74 today, 75 tomorrow. Enjoy that sunshine today, and a good amount tomorrow too, but mix in with the clouds. And then even Wednesday, most of the day's dry. It's going to be Wednesday evening before we have that slight chance of rain cropping up. And really the only decent chance of rain we've got all week long is going to be on Thursday morning. Got a 40% shot out there, and by midday that rain is gone. And so the afternoon's still looking pretty good, high of 70. Now we are going to be cooling off. That's a front that's moving through midweek, and we're going to notice temperatures down into the mid-60s for highs, mid-40s for lows Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Just a slight chance of rain late in the weekend, so most of the weekend is dry too. This is a beautiful fall week, Angie.
Yes, it is. I love October.
Yeah, I love October too. Favorite month for sure. And here's a good look at something that's very October-esque, right? I love this. Brian Killian was out at Gable Farms, and he got this shot. I saw a crate of pumpkins and then a black cat hanging out with those pumpkins. How more Halloween could that be?
The only thing missing is a witch, and you'd be good to go,
probably
right? That's perfect.
I love it. I don't know where I don't know if that's Gable Farms' cat. I don't think it's Brian's cat, but he was out there looking for some pumpkins.
And he's so perfectly positioned in there, too. That's great.
Oh, I know.
I love it.
Awesome.
We'll be back with more lifestyles right after this. Croffle coming up.
Croffle.